they're both totally different people. You know what I mean? Each one has their own style. Like, Busta Rhymes is kind of known for being like really colorful and unique and like having these, I think, more of like a funky kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Whereas like Jay-Z has more of like a street vibe, and they're just completely different people, even completely different personalities. There are so many different faces of hip-hop music. It's kind of like saying, rock. I mean, there's so many different kinds of styles in those two words that, or those two genres that it kind of is the same thing, when you're talking about working with Busta or working with Jay. Both are incredibly smart, both are incredibly talented, and we've become really good friends with both of them as well.
Definitely with working with Jay, we got along with him great. I think instantly we just had, not only musically, but just hanging out, we had a real strong connection. It was really easy to communicate and talk about music and the art we were working on. So it made the experience really fun. And also being with someone that's so talented, we learned a lot, I think, from the way that he works in the studio. We kind of tend to be more planned out about how we go about some things sometimes in the studio, and he's just likes to walk in and just start rolling the tape and just see what comes out. And that inspired us definitely moving forward to work on our next projects. Both of them, we're very easy to work with, and also we're definitely a band that prides ourselves on playing live and having a great live performance. And both of them, when in the live setting, really, they bring it and they sound great. And a lot of artists, can do one thing in the studio, but when it comes down to performing, it's a little different. And both Jay and Busta were great live, and we definitely really love that.
I think it may have something to do with the fact that we're just so open-minded about it. We've always said from the very beginning that we can write any kind of song, we can play with any band. We could go do a tour with Metallica, we can go do a tour with Jay-Z, and we'll fit in. And I think that's more of a mindset than musical similarity. And I think that kind of just makes it easier to open it up to us a little bit. And also because of the projects we've done in the past, with not only our music, but I think with like Reanimation, we worked with 30 or 31 different producers from hip hop to rock and artists from hip hop and rock. We've toured. We open our arms up to touring with like everyone from Cypress Hill to Exhibit to Snoop Dogg and Ghostface Killah and Jay-Z and Busta Rhymes. And so I think that we've got NERD out with us here, and I think that just the fact that we are so open-minded and kind of live in that world as well as the rock world, that when hip hop artists think about working with somebody, they think of us because we put ourselves out there. I think a little bit. Sometimes beginnings are so simple. I think for me, like, my favorite would be the Anthrax Public Enemy. I think that was kind of like when Run DMC and Aerosmith did it, and it worked out really well, but it still felt like there were two different things. Whereas like when Anthrax did Bring the Noise with Public Enemy, it really felt like that was really cohesive. The vibe was cohesive. The vibe of the two groups were kind of in your face, and it felt very natural. And so that was like when I was like, holy shit, like this could be something really special.